470 days. 470 days of constant bombardment and bloodshed. According to the Gaza government media office, 88% of Gaza has been destroyed. Over 50,000 martyrs have been counted officially until today. The hundreds of thousands are yet to be tallied. Almost 18,000 of them so far are children martyrs. 200 of them are babies that were born and killed during the war. Over 110,000 remain severely injured. There have been 4,500 cases of amputations, a fourth of whom are children. 44 martyrs had starved to death. 8 martyrs had frozen to death. So far, there are over 2,000 families that were completely wiped from the civil registry. There are over 14,000 people missing until now, yet to be found, and over 2,300 bodies were stolen by the Israeli occupation from Gaza's cemeteries. How do we begin to mourn these numbers when we cannot even list their names? How do we actually come to understand what 470 days really means? Think about your own life since October 2023. What you have been through, what you have achieved, where you have been, what you have done. Imagine that for one day in the past year, you had experienced what they call a mass casualty event. Think about what that would do to you, to have your entire family die, to pick up their remains in a bag, to lose your home, to watch people burn to death in front of you. Imagine going through that once. And then imagine if that were to happen every single day. Every single day with no time to recover, no shelter to hide in, no food to eat. And the world just kept going on for 470 days straight. Now a ceasefire has come to relieve the people of Gaza. And it has not come because an American villain has chosen to show mercy, nor because the global outrage has translated into something real. The ceasefire is an achievement of the resistance, who fought the most powerful US-funded military in the world and sent them retreating with their tail between their shaking legs. It is the resistance that has brought quiet to the skies over Palestine, and it is the resistance that will liberate over 3,000 Palestinian prisoners from the Zionist dungeons. But now a different war continues, as the Zionist regime tightens the siege of slow violence. I urge you to not look away. Do not allow this horror to be normalized again. Zionism is the enemy of humanity. It is the enemy of time. Over the past 15 months, we have witnessed the definition of evil expand. The ceiling for what is permissible has been entirely redefined. We say that this genocide has altered the world forever, but it is not enough to acknowledge this. It should alter the trajectory of our lives forever. We stand here and grieve, but we cannot stop at grief. We cannot stop at solidarity. As long as the Israeli occupation exists, we are simply living in limbo between the last war and the next. And the next war is coming. We have not earned the right to yield. We have not yet paid the price of our slogans. We must commit every single day to fight for the liberation of Palestine, to continue to chip at Zionism in every possible way until it is entirely dismantled. This is not simply a belief, but a lifelong commitment where we can see, at the end of this dark tunnel, a world free of Zionist poison. We will never be able to repay you, Gaza, but the least we can do is spend our whole lives trying to make up for this. Here's to the martyrs, the ones we know and the ones that we will never get to know. I ask you as you stand here to look at the pictures of the martyrs, really look at them, and make a promise that you will avenge them. As Abu Ubaidah said on the day of the ceasefire, to the people of Gaza, your wound is our wound, your pain is our pain, and your hopes are our hopes. Allah yarham shuhada. Free Palestine.